Hello, everybody. I'm Bugsy, and we're about to talk about another Sonic thing again. Oh, okay. So I looked at this tweet. It was in my It was in my little Twitter feed. This is why they stopped Sonic pairing. This is why they stopped pairing Sonic in comics. He's overly tied down in a serious relationship with Sally, was pulling him away from character. Amy and her one-sided affections had more appeal because it was light-mattered even for the comic. Can I just say one thing? Other than this one thing, because I need to do my intro. Oh yeah, guess who's back? Back again. The Basher's back. Tell some friends. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Have a snack. On the attack. Yeah, I'm back. Here we go. Oh my god, where do I begin? Where do I fucking begin? Okay, let's get to the nitty gritty. Listen to me. When this was done, when they did the slap, and kudos for using the slap. Every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry always uses the goddamn slap. Every fucking time, and do not attack. And guys, just because I'm making a video about this person, do not attack this person, or I will show you the true meaning of the word rage. Just saying. Look, look. I hate it when people use the slap because the slap was basically used for two reasons. To make some conflict between Sonic and Sally and free him up so when the writer was still on the comic, he'd have him go with someone else. But do I think that Sonic and Sally would be in an over serious relationship? Well, Sonic, again, must I explain this to everybody I ever talk to whenever I talk about Sonic? And if you think this is creepy or weird, fucking leave because you actually have to open your mind and actually think. You gotta think of Sonic not as an animal, but as a teenager. For 1 minute, okay? Okay, let me open your mind. Let me open your fucking mind. Look, see, the slap was made because a writer wanted to make Sonic and Sally break them up so they could free up Sonic. But the way they did it, the way they went about it was freaking stupid. And even us Son Alley fans can tell you that. We can tell you that. I've even looked at people saying how they would write the issue, how they would make it, how they would make it, how they would have made it. But in another sense, you got to think about it as Sally being emotional. Because look at this line. What's more important to you, punching out robotics lights or being with me? You gotta understand, this comes out of a place of deep fucking emotion, in one sense. Sure, we never wanted this shit to happen, but it did. Everybody has their own way of what this scene would have been if this didn't happen. The thing you gotta understand is, for those of you that use this fucking one instance of Sally being a dick or whatever, because people use this for different reasons, understand this. You just saw a person that you thought was dead for like a complete year come back. And then you see that person get hurt again. Don't tell me you assholes wouldn't be in your feelings if that happened. Okay? If it was someone you genuinely loved, Don't even give me that shit. Don't even give me that shit. And the Archie comics could be, and that's the thing. Back in the day, the Archie comics could be serious. They could be taken seriously. Sonic always had a serious thing in it. They always had serious undertones. Freaking CD expanded on those undertones. But Archie brought them to the surface. But yeah, if you think it's way too serious for Sonic, yeah, I understand. But that doesn't mean that this wasn't really a bad thing. I just feel like certain writers back in the day had different agendas of what they wanted to do with the story. So making Sally just this crying blob mess of a character was all part of their little intention. We've all found out that some writers really did hate Sally and hate Sonic's little relationship with Sally because they can think of any ideas to go with Sally and Sonic's relationship going forward. That's the real truth of the matter. This wasn't made to further Sally's character or Sonic's. This was made so the writer could just break Sonic and Sally up and Sonic could be free again. See, Sonic having a relationship didn't mean he was super tied down. Because there's ways around that. When I think of Sonic and Sally, they have kind of a they kind of have like a, well, think about it, they're kind of like River and the Doctor in a way. They have this kind of playful repartee when they're together. You know? And I know you guys don't see that because you think I'm a crazy Sonic fan that doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't know chemistry, and hasn't wrote a few fucking stories where this shit kind of happens, and I can write it way better than this. See, the way I'd write this is Sonic and Sally have a moment to themselves, and they go. Sonic goes, Sal, you want to talk to me about something? And she goes, yes, Sonic, my parents are going to be going, and I'm going to have to rule in their stead. I mean, I was wondering if you would be by my side. Sonic basically tells her, Sal, you got to understand, I got to fight Robotnik. I can't just stay with you. And then this line right here does come up, but he goes like, Sal, you may think I'm being selfish. You may think I'm being selfish, but listen, I have to. I'm the only one that can. You know that. I know you want. I know you want this war to end. I know you want to be with me still. But I got a job to do. I know it hurts. There's nothing. There's nothing more I wouldn't want to end this war. In this war with Robotnik. There's nothing more that I wouldn't want. But I gotta do a job. And you gotta do yours. I love you, Sal. But remember, I gotta do what I gotta do. And you gotta do what you gotta do. And sure, they would cry, but they would both understand each other. That they both have jobs to do. And as much as they would love to pursue that, their pursue their relationship even further, they kinda can't because as long as Robotnik's around, they can't really do much. But for all the people who say that this is stupid, I agree. But for all the people who hate Sally just for this moment, you guys are ignorant fucks that don't understand the context of this scene. Context is the name of the game, people. If you didn't see any other issues before this, of course you're going to see Sally as selfish. Because you don't know. It really does piss me off because it's like none of you see this. You guys rather just chalk it up to Sally's a bitch. Sally's a bitch. I want Amy to twerk on Sonic's pole. I'm just saying, the way I see it, the way I motherfucking see it, is just Sally being overcome with emotion after seeing Sonic gone for this time, getting hurt, seeing all that shit again. And y'all really think that, this was too serious for Sonic? No, I think they gotta draw back on this a little bit, but I don't really feel like this was too serious for Sonic. I think it actually, when you think about it, but when you think about it through another angle, it makes sense because this comic used to tackle a lot of serious things about Sonic and even open up the world and make Sonic more than just I'm a character straight up from the '90s, blue attitude and all that shit. The Archie Sonic was a little bit something more than Game Sonic could ever possibly be. And that's the truth. But for those of you that think it's a very soap opera, I can't really tell you anything else other than, well, it's what you know. Y'all don't want to open your minds. Y'all think that Sonic is just a one-dimensional character that should just be in the games and should just have his classic stuff. I can't really tell you. You know, read the Archie comics and you will see the truth. Because if you don't want to see it, why? What would I? If you don't want to see it, why bother? People say that Sonic doesn't need a story. Sonic doesn't need a serious story. But the Archie comics have proved to me that it can be done. That the things I really longed for in a Sonic story can be done if the right people are working on it. And I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be any kind of thing that people think I am, but I'm just saying. It's all this is all for those of you that hate on Sonic for this thing, it's all about context. For you guys thinking that this is way too serious, think about the stuff behind what this writer tried to do. All he was doing was to break up Sally and Sonic in the most fucked up way possible. And what is the most fucked up way possible? Having Sally slap the shit out of Sonic. Again, folks, context. It's not something you just overlook in your fucking literature class. This scene has context. And the Archie comics could be serious and could go this way because Archie had a lot more free reign to flesh out Sonic's story. Something that Sega hasn't done. Because now we got this classic and modern fucking, these modern classic universes. We don't know if Sonic really has a consistent timeline. Sonic really doesn't have a real consistent timeline. We don't know what comes first and what comes later and what comes over here and what comes over there. We don't know. But Archie was the first one to really flesh Sonic's character out. If you guys don't give a shit about that, I'm sorry. But I'm telling you what I think, at least. Even if some of you don't care. I know one person will listen to me. That's all I gotta say. I'm Bugsy the Fan Brat Basher, and you know what? I'm gonna go check Archie Sonic online and see if they're done with that other issue. It's been a while. I'm gonna go check. See you guys later. I'm Bugsy, and remember, this scene has context. This scene has Context. You see the other issue before this one, it has context.